Good morning and welcome to the Talk of the Town. My name is Sonali Wanigabadage. Joining me this morning is Chalaka Gajabahu. He is the chairman of the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau. Good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, Sonali.
Chalaka, when we speak about reimagining Sri Lanka's tourism landscape, speak to us about some of the evidence-based solutions that have been devised to get back on track, given the past calamities that Sri Lankan tourism has had to endure.
Well, it's what we did, especially with the black mark we had within the first last quarter of the last 2 quarters of last year was to show that Sri Lanka is back in their feet. That's why we came up with the campaign called "Seeing is Believing," bringing the influencers back into Sri Lanka, and at the same time B2B campaigns, business to business, where we did started with India, then we went to UK, and then we went to China. Those markets we went directly to talk to the contributors to the industry, like the travel agents and the hoteliers, which now showing the results very clearly. We are achieving the numbers that we are supposed to achieve this year.
What are the measures that are being taken to showcase or position Sri Lanka as being something that's beyond just taking tourists to the cultural triangle or to Sigiriya or showing some tea factories? We have so much to offer: adventure tourism, history tourism, religious tourism. We have the oceans, mountains, rainforests, wildlife. There aren't any heritage tours in Sri Lanka, for example. How do we reimagine the paradigm of Sri Lankan tourism?
Very clearly we need to have a clear brand footprint for the country, which has never been done before. It changes every couple of years, whether it's due to a government or to a minister or whatever. But now we are going to create the 10-year platform that will not change, with a proper marketing strategy, and this campaign will be launched end of January to our key markets in the global market to take this forward. And very soon you will see that coming out in social media in Sri Lanka as well.
Chalaka, there has to be local impetus and buy-in. The attitude of locals must be aligned in ensuring tourism promotion and revival. How do you plan to include locals, micro and small business holders, other stakeholders in educating them, creating awareness about the nexus between promoting tourism and economic recovery?
Very clearly we are going to come up with a domestic campaign to not to educate, to remind Sri Lankans who we are, the 22 million people, whether it's tourism safety, whether how the tourism brings revenue to the country, and for the economic revival of the country, tourism plays a huge role. But we need to show the people of Sri Lanka how important it is. Don't forget who we are. We've always been very hospitable. We've always been a warm heart. COVID is the best example. When tourists did not have a place to stay in hotels, we welcomed to their houses and looked after them very well. So we need to remind people, no matter which country they are from, we need to care for them and look after them and take it forward, whether you are a small homeowner or a three-wheeler driver, or whether you're in a train or not. It's very important. So that will be done through a social media campaign, with the support of all the media organizations in the country.
Currently, we see a trend of a plethora of tourists coming in who are backpackers, traveling on a low budget, who book hostels by the beach, eat from the chumpangai. While this is well and good, how must we attract the high spending tourists into the country? We know that Thailand, for example, has stepped up its tourism promotion measures with its 5F Soft Power Foundation, Food, Film, Festival, Fashion and Fight. What's our strategy?
Our strategy is very clearly, like I said earlier also, we are an all-in-one capsule, minus the snow. So all these categories are included in a small island destination to take it forward. So very clearly, we will go ahead with that, creating that overall brand umbrella for the country. And under that brand umbrella, these categories will be clearly defined, whether it's adventure, whether it's wellness. For example, wellness can be broken into many categories. Adventure can be broken into many categories. The Sri Lanka has all these offerings. That will be the main purpose of the new brand campaign, to take it to position Sri Lanka, because most of the Europeans think still Sri Lanka is only sun and sea. We are not only sun and sea, we are everything. We are an all-in-one. Whether you like wellness, whether it's romance, whether it's even MICE tourism, for conventions, it's an ideal place. While you work, you play. And look at digital nomads. It will be a good market for us to get digital nomads into Sri Lanka. So there are many aspects with this campaign that we can take it forward.
All right, so things are looking up for Sri Lanka tourism?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks very much, Chalaka Gajabahu, Chairman, Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Sonali. Thank you.
Thank you, and it's back to the studio.